Hey guys, welcome back. This is Vengat. So in this video, we're going to see how to connect to the Hugging Face, and Hugging Face is a platform like where we can able to see many models actually, right, which are all developed by or customized by any of the users or any of the companies. So they will post the models into the Hugging Face repository, so we can able to go and download those models and we can run it in the local. So that piece actually I'm going to show you. So here how we going to download and how we can able to connect through Spring AI. That's the entire thing I'm going to show you. Okay, so let's get started. So before getting into the code, so there are some of the prerequisites we need to do, because Hugging Face, I mean, if you want to download any models, right, obviously you should know how we can able to download. So one thing I just want to compare with the Python, because Python, if you already had some background or you're new to Python, you can ignore. But if you already have some background on the Python or something, right, you might have seen like just using the model name in the Python directly, it will download the models from the Hugging Face. Okay, but here it is not the case, because whatever the library which is written in the Hugging Face, okay, or like transformer, sentence transformer, whatever, all those things are actually written on top of the Python. Okay, so Java won't directly support. It's kind of, how can I say, like Java can't able to do the model runner. Okay, it can't able to do the running the model. So instead it will take some other help to run the models, that is called the TGI, text generation inference. With the help of the TGI only we can able to run some models in local, and how we can able to connect, I'll show you quickly. Okay, so now, as I told you, there are some prerequisites we need to follow. First thing is, like, let me show you. So if you see, this is the documentation for Hugging Face through Spring AI, correct? So here itself they mentioned all the information about TGA, but if you ask me like what is exactly TGA, I can give you a simple line. Okay, TGA is nothing but like it's a kind of deployment solution, or it's a toolkit, okay, which helps to run the models in the local. Okay, so TJ will run like a toolkit, you can imagine. Okay, it will run on top of the Docker. Okay, so once it is started to run, so we can able to pull any models, okay, from the Hugging Face. Basically, once it is start to running, then we can able to access those models. How we can able to access? Because TJ will expose some endpoints. Okay, once it start to expose some endpoints in some of the port number, then we can able to consume, like how we did for OpenAI API key with some endpoints, right? Likewise we can able to do it here also. So that is the idea behind this TGA. Okay, so here itself you got to know TGA needs two things. One is some model from Hugging Face, and it needs a Docker you should have installed in your local, then only you can able to proceed. Okay, but the thing is, here like it's not going to support for all the models. I'll show you which are the models it's supporting. Maybe you can just go through the documentation also, you'll get to know. Okay, so as I mentioned, we need to download the Docker, right? So what you can do, simply go here and you can type Docker. Okay, Docker desktop you can download whichever the platform, like whichever the OS you are in comfortable, you can take that. I'm using Windows 11, so I'm just download already installed. Okay, once you install, if you go here, you can see like this. Okay, Docker desktop. Okay, this is the actually a Docker platform which is running in your local. Okay, so these are all the models. If you don't know about the Docker also, it's completely fine. Okay, just imagine it's separate software, or it's a toolkit which is running in my machine. Okay, that's it. So this is going to help to run some of the models in local. That's it. That's what you have to understand. If you don't know about any commands or nothing, you can ignore. I can give you the commands, all those things in the description. Maybe you can take that and simply run it. Okay, now let me minimize this. Now Docker is setup. Okay, so Docker is running. Maybe just a double click when you can install it. Okay, once it is done, then second thing, like you should have the Hugging Face API keys. Okay, because without the keys you can't able to connect to the Hugging Face repo. Okay, so this is the Hugging Face platform, so where you can log in with your credential. You can create an account here. It's a free account only. Once you create, just go here and you will see there is an option called access token. Click on that access token. Then I already created one token. You can see, right, I already created one token. That token is already put it in some notepad also. So the token will be like this. Okay, let me go here. You are seeing, right, this is the token basically. Okay, this is the token, you will get it. Once you get the token, we need to go and download some of the models. Okay, but if you go and click on these models, right, you will see a lot of models, many persons and many companies also uploading their models. Okay, but the problem is, like all the models will support for TGA. No, it's not going to support. There are limited models will support only for TGA. They already gave like what are the models it's already supporting for TGA, text generation inference. Okay, if you click on this particular link, right, it will open the same Hugging Face only. Here you will see text generation enables serving optimized models. Okay, so here you will see DeepSeek V2, Gemma, Pi is a Microsoft one, Mistral, all those model you can see. So these are all the models which is already supporting for TGA. So this model you can directly take it and you can run it. So here I'm going to take one of the model like Gemma. Okay, Gemma 3 I will take. So here there are a lot of models. Maybe you can take any models. I am going to take one of the model like 1 billion parameter IT. So this is the model I'm going to take. Okay, this model maybe you can just go through if you want, like want to know something specifically, but most of the documentation in the Hugging Face you will see it is related to only on Python. Okay, that's what you are seeing here. But what we are going to do, we just take the name. Okay, this is the model name. If I go here, you can see I just added the same name here. So this is the Docker command. Okay, I'll paste the command in the link also. You can take the command and directly run it in the command prompt. Okay, so here this is the model name 1 billion IT. So same model I took. If you want to play around, you can take any other models. I just took this model, and this is a port number. Inside there is a port number called 80, so I'm exposing to 7080. So basically, which means 7080, by using the 7080 I can able to access this particular model. Okay, model in the sense particular model endpoints, what are the endpoints it is exposing, all those endpoints I can able to access. And this is nothing but it's a volume mapping. This is the Hugging Face token. Okay, so here once you get your token, then you have to add your token here. Okay, I'll just give a placeholder here. So simply nothing much, you can take this entire command. If you want to run with only Gamma, you can take the same command. I mean port number, if you want to change it, you can change it, and give your path, one of the path in your C drive or D drive, whichever the drive you want to keep the drive. Okay, that's it. So what you can do, simply copy this, go to your command prompt, paste this command prompt, run it. So before getting into that, right, so this will take some amount of time. Okay, you have to wait for some time because it will take some amount of time to download it. Make sure your internet connectivity is very good, and because it will take start to download a lot of files. Okay, I'll tell you what are the files it will try to download. Okay, basically if you go to this site, right, here you can see files and versions. So it will try to download this particular things only. Okay, so because it should know what are the configurations, it should have some supporting files, model information, all those things it will start to download, and it will keep it to run in the TGA. Okay, as an inference mode. So that's the whole thing. So here if you see it's already running, so let it run. After running I'll come and show you. So once it started running, I'll show you like whether it started or not. Okay, so here let me minimize this. So now we can get into the code. Okay, so for the code, this is our application. So I have created one of the controller, Hugging Face controller. I'm not adding any endpoints. Okay, and if I go here, let me expand this. You can see there is one property file. This is a property file. Previously we have done with the OpenAI, and now we are going to do with the Hugging Face. I didn't add any property, and let me show you in the pom.xml. I don't have any dependencies, correct? So now we're going to add one more piece. Okay, let me exit. So here if you see, right, if I go to the documentation, you will see there is a dependency. This is the dependency. Okay, just copy this dependency, go to the project and add it here. Okay, I just added. So now you can just build the application, okay, using maven clean install. So this will start to download the dependencies from the repo, maven repo, and it will pull it in your local. And once it is done, then you can able to access. Yeah, build success. So it is done. So let me minimize. Now one thing we need to set it up, because we already took the API key, right? So this API key we're going to add it in our code also. So for that, go to the property file. Okay, so let me go here. I'll copy the API key here. Okay, this is the API key. Okay, API key. So if you see, if I scroll up right in the documentation, you can see there is a API key and Hugging Face endpoint. Okay, you might think like, okay, Hugging Face endpoint is there and API key is there. By using API key, what is the endpoint we're going to give it here? Okay, there are two endpoints. Okay, first is like we are running currently in local. Okay, this is one way. Second is like if I don't have any that much big machine, or I don't have very good configuration, I can't able to run it in my local also, right? So in that case, Hugging Face also providing like kind of providers, like they are also providing some models which you can able to access to the API. by you paying some amount. Okay, like how we did for OpenAI, similar you can also do it for Hugging Face. So here let me show you the endpoints. Okay, maybe you can just go through the endpoint, but the only thing is I'm not going to pay for any Hugging Face models. Okay, let me click on this. You will see dedicated endpoints. Okay, so here you have to add your payment, and you can able to access any this one. Okay, let me click on new. Then you will see what are the models, and if you start to use the model with the which configuration, then how much charge you have to pay for this. That's what it is showing here. In case if you are going to use the Hugging Face related endpoints, okay, simply you can go and put the API key here. Okay, that's what I copy the API key, like spring.ai. Hugging Face chat API key. You can paste the API key here. Okay, this is one idea. But if you're like, no, I don't have that much amount, I don't want to pay for any of the model, better I can download in my local and I can run it. If you pay, if you get the token, and you have the endpoint, then you can put the endpoint here. Okay, so but we are running in local, right? So do we need this API key here? No, I don't think so, because we are running in local. It's not going to connect any API key using API key to the any of the models in the remote repo. It's not required. Simply I'm just commenting it. This is another property. Okay, URL property. So if I go here, the documentation, you can see there are two things. One is like API key. Now API key is ruled out. Let me go to the command prompt once. Okay, now you can see, right, it's connected, it's running. Okay, once you got this kind of message, then which means it's already connected and it's running. Okay, we will do one thing. We can check in the postman whether we can able to access this particular endpoints through the postman. So I already created one of the endpoints. Okay, here you can see, right, localhost 7080 as I mentioned. So here the port number I'm using is 7080, and the endpoint is generate. If you use the endpoint generate, then you can able to access the endpoints. Okay, so now I'm just hitting the inputs. Okay, now you might see, okay, how I'm putting these inputs, where I'm getting this kind of payload for this particular endpoint. Okay, this also I will show you. So before that, let me hit it. Actually it is running because it is hitting our local model. Okay, if I go here, you can see it received the request success. Also this run. If I go here, you will see, okay, here are some jokes. Why did the programmer quit his job? Some jokes results is coming perfectly, it's working, right? Okay, before moving further, so I want to show you how this request payload I took it, right? So here if you see, let me go here to this particular thing. You will see there is a, you can also find it is an old hosted in Swagger AI. Okay, let me click on this. So this is a API documentation. Okay, so as I told you, right, so this input I'm not deriving like randomly. Okay, so there is a contract. Okay, so if I go here, this is the endpoint, post endpoint. If you click, you can see this is the parameters. For example, I can take this entire stuff. Okay, I'll go to the postman. Maybe I'll put it here. Okay, so only I'm removing this. I'm just putting. So here what I will do, I'll put what is Spring A. Okay, so I'm just putting a question mark. So same, I'm taking it, I'm just running it. Okay, so now also if I go here, you will see it's hitting the, again getting the response. If I go to the response, right, you can see there are many information. Currently we are hitting the gamma model, okay, in the local. So now we can directly jump into the code. Okay, so now we got to know, okay, this is the endpoint which is running. So what I'll do, I'll take this endpoint 7080, I'll go here and put it here. Okay, that's it. Now simply I'll go here. So now we can start to dive into our code base. Okay, so this is our controller. What I can do, I'll create one get call. So now the endpoint is ready. So we need to call that API, that endpoints, right? Simple. We are actually auto-ate the Hugging Face chat model. Okay. So whenever a Hugging Face chat model object is found, so Spring will start to supply this bean. Okay. So now I'll take this same model. I'll just put a return dot call. So I'm passing the message here. Message. Actually, that's it. Okay. Nothing much you have to provide. So that's it. So now we can able to run this application. Okay, app is running. So app is successfully started and running. So let me get out, and you can see, right, I already created one endpoint. Okay, here is the postman endpoint. So current application is, okay, 8080, and Hugging Face is the URL endpoint which we created just now here, and chat the name and query params I'm passing. You can give any name actually. This is just for understanding. I'm just giving this kind of name. Okay, and here I'm asking query as a Spring AI. Maybe we can ask some tell me some joke. Okay, maybe tech joke we can ask. Joke about tech. So let me go here. You can see another request came. If I go to the postman, you will see, yeah, the request is coming. Why did programmer quit his job? All those things are coming. Okay. So basically the whole idea what we did is like Hugging Face have a lot of models. Okay, Hugging Face is a platform where it had a lot of models which is already available in the repo. Hugging Face also already serving some models through the endpoints. Okay, through Hugging Face platform itself, similar to OpenAI. So only we need to pay for some amount, get that. But I'm not going for that route. If you go, then you can get that 10 points. Okay, but you have to pay for that. I'm going for another route, which is like I can able to download some models into local. But only thing is, as Python, you can able to directly download any of the models into local, and you can able to run it. But here Java won't support like a model runner. So you have to download some model. But how we can able to download using TGA, and we can able to run the models in TGA. TGA will run on top of the Docker. Okay, now you got some idea. Okay, some tool. Okay, TGA is one kind of tool which is running on top of the Docker. Inside I can able to pull any of the models. Okay, then it will start to run. Basically Docker is one software which is running and which is providing the endpoints. Okay, which model is running, what are the endpoints it's providing to us. We are simply consuming that endpoints and we are using it. Okay, so this is the whole idea. That's what we did. If you have any doubts or anything, you can put it in the comment section. I'll address that. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned. So bye bye.